Shalom, brothers and sisters. How are you guys doing today? I am your host, Elder Rawchaa, and you are tuned in to G.O.C.C. Media. Now, you're probably asking, why did we not come in with the intro today? Well, because AC is working on some things behind the scenes when it comes to our back end and when it comes to the copyright. So, we'll be working on that, you know what I mean? But until then, you know what I mean, we're still live. That's not stopping us, and we'll make some improvements when it comes to that. But we're gonna jump straight in. Nice to see everybody today. Believe it or not, we still have sunlight here. It's 6:38 p.m. down here in Texas, and it's a beautiful day outside. A lot of rain. They're talking about tropical storms and things like that. Man, we've been getting a lot of rain, but we've been making the best of it. And I know it is very frustrating for some people who are doing gardening, how this weather is all over the place, but we just have to adapt. So today we'll be talking a little bit about some things I said we would discuss in the near future. And I mean, I have so many things lined up on the show. On this show, we like to go into health, holistic health, and we like to go into fitness. We like to go into the Bible, of course. I mean, the Bible is the foundation of all of these things. So, we like to go into livestock and farming and homesteading. And so today, it's just another topic that we will be talking about, health and holiness. Today, we will also, at the end of the broadcast, be doing a giveaway, followed by a Bible trivia as promised. As you see, I have a few things to give away here. Some Lions Brew tea samples. Very, very powerful tea from LionsHomestead.com. We have our Judah brush here, because for those who know that they are supposed to be eating a Levitical diet and not dealing with or touching, dead pork and things like that. Hey, we got this beautiful horse brush here from our Bishop Anya out there in Cleveland, Ohio. So we thank him for the donations, okay, and sponsoring this for the show. Okay, obviously, I do have a beautiful folk medicine book. I got a few of these I want to give away, okay. So I'm probably going to give away 3 to 4 things today. It all depends. Usually I'm going to give away 1 to 3 things, okay. So sometime it'll be supplements, sometime it'll be things that people donate and give to sponsor the show. We will be doing more Bible trivias as time goes by, you know what I mean? So stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. So like I said, tonight we're definitely going to be going into a little bit of health and the Bible with the Bible trivia, okay? Shalom, peace and blessings to you and your families out there. Like I said, good to see everyone. Man, I've been getting dark because I've been out there in the sun, in that garden, because there's so many things on the horizon. And the last thing we want to do is not pay attention to the signs and start to, even a basic understanding and works of how to be able to, self-sustain and feed ourselves, what to put in our body as we go forward, seeing that they're trying to put everything total opposite and contrary to what the Creator said in the Bible. Okay. Yes. Good evening to everybody out there. Make sure you hit the like button as everyone comes in. Okay. Like I said, I am Elder Rawchaa, from the Gathering of Christ Church. Okay. From the tribe of Gad, representing all of the tribes. You understand. And we're going to be, if it be the Most High's will through the Holy Spirit, bringing you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding today. Yes, we will be going into, like I said, a little bit of colloidal gold, colloidal silver, and then soon in the near future, we will talk about some other colloidals that they're optional, and they do, they do some extra things as well. But today we're just going to focus on these two, and we're going to see why is there controversy with and I can't make any. First off, let me say we're not going to make any health claims on here. I need you to understand this at the beginning of the broadcast, because people will call in and they will assume that we are doctors. We are not doctors. Even AC, was calling in and telling me, hey, the callers have to, seek medical advice from their own doctors. You guys have to understand why Christ was saying, for those who have ears, let them hear. And when you're calling in, the questions are going to be answered, accordingly when it comes to, how we have to answer them on these platforms. This is the reason that, Shalom, Sister Demi, you have to understand, this is why Elder has platforms like Patreon. This is why Elder Rawchaa has to go to Rumble. You understand what I'm saying? So I can only answer these things the best way that I can, and I'm going to follow, you understand, the laws of the land as well, to make sure we can continue to bring forth this information to you guys. You know what I mean? Until, we go to another platform or whatever. I mean, I haven't decided to go to Rumble just yet. You know what I mean? But we'll see. But for now, I try to give you as much things as you can surface wise, where you can also do your own research, which you should, before you put anything into your body. Okay. I know that our people, they want to trust, the people who guide them and things like that, but we're not doctors. So anything you see me playing on this show tonight is for fair use, for educational purposes only. And, for those who have an ear, let them hear, guys. You know what we do here. If you know, you know. If you don't know, guys, you're going to have to get with the program, like Christ used to tell the disciples. Do some extra research. We're giving you, we're building a bridge. You have to build your bridge the rest of the way by doing your research and kind of get it, as much as you can. Because I'm going to show a video, and there's a lot of controversy about it, and I just can't go too much into it. I just can't. So I'm going to let the video speak for itself, and it's your job to go and, do your research on it. Okay? We want to keep everyone in the clear, because the objective is to finish the work. Okay? So that's what I wanted to put out there. Now, before we go forth into anything, I want to just give a brief announcement that we are having, for those of you who are new or who haven't been in it or who are planning to get in it in the future. We do have our Hebrew and Bible Academy. Okay. It is going to be starting Sunday, July 5th, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. This is an academy. This is a school. This brings forth top historical knowledge, not just saying top. No, it actually does. And you won't know it until you actually visit and become a member, get inside of it, become a student, and you're going to see the proof is in the pudding on your side, and the proof is in the pudding for my teachers, Elder Rawchaa, Elder Lawya, Elder Shaphat, teaching the Hebrew, giving you world news. Like I said, things that cannot be uttered on this platform, because they will, AC had to work so hard to get this page from being, banned in the background. So I don't want to, put it back where it was. All right. We don't need no more shadow banning, even though that goes on anyway. So we have to do the best that we can, is what I'm saying. Right. So we have the theme from this academy. Now, one thing I'm going to sum up really quick for you, so you understand. If you have to work on Sundays and you haven't heard this announcement, if you have to work, the lessons are recorded for you to get. So you will not just be paying your money. You will still get the lessons recorded for you to watch on your own time. If you want to know what's being taught, pay attention here really quick. 1, the website is historytimes.org. 2, this academy's theme, From Eden to Revelation. Okay, tracing the war between truth and deception. As the years go by, the Holy Spirit is giving us more and more information. Okay, so you just never know when you're going to miss it. Okay, so if you don't listen, you won't glisten. All right. The academy have been very successful for many, many years, and it's just powerful information that comes out, okay? And it helps us to support this work, which is we can never get enough support of this work, and we mean that, and we really appreciate those who continue to come back and continue to support this work, because this type of work, I mean, it's just totally spiritually blackballed in the world. No one wants to hear it except for that remnant, whether it be Jew or Gentile alike. And we really appreciate that support, okay? We have the fall and rise of Israel. We have the lost books of the Bible. We have a historical background of the Gospels, secrets of the times, from Noah to Moses to Christ, okay? It's 3 months. It's $50 a month, okay? You don't have to worry about, like we always say, going into debt. And you're going to come out stronger. Faith, confidence in your understanding of the Bible, who the people are, the historical knowledge, learning the Hebrew, conversational Hebrew. You understand all of these different things. So we just wanted to put that out there. Thank you, Elder Dale, out there for actually putting the website out there. All right. So we are going to go forth today with our lesson, our broadcast, okay, whatever you want to call it. Let me get it here, because that was my Bible trivia there. I'm just going to go into a few scriptures really quick, and then we can go forth, because we want to talk about why health is so important. Well, our body is a temple of God. That's one. You have a lot of people who, they don't take it that serious. It's no knock on them. Maybe they were not taught. Maybe they think it's not that bad, until they end up in a hospital bed. This can happen to even a healthy person. Sometimes they like to lean on that. Well, even healthy people can die. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Well, listen, that doesn't mean you should not try to take care of yourself. Okay? You're supposed to, if you have a building, would you allow your building to become filthy? Would you allow your building to become ran down with rodents and varmints and roaches and the plague, pretty much? Would you allow dust to take over your building, spider webs, cobwebs? That's the same thing I'm talking about with the spiritual temple here. We must keep it clean, holy. You understand? Of course, there's a little grace in between, because if we all get tired, we work hard, whatever. But once you allow too much of that sleep, too much of that slumber, let me tell you, your house will fall on every single level. Okay, so we want to make sure that we are not taking advantage in a negative way. So let's go to Genesis 1:29. Very, very basic scriptures for you to understand. So you can't say you don't understand what we're talking about here today. All right. And like I said, for those who will listen, let them listen. For those who have ears, let them hear. For those who don't want to hear, hey, you're still listening to the knowledge today. If you're against it, it's all good. Maybe one day the seed will be planted before it's too late. So it's all good. Okay. We are not here to force anyone to believe. We are not here to argue or debate about any of that. The knowledge is just coming out, and, we're putting out the message. Don't shoot the messenger. And, we're not putting our own views on the Bible, because the Bible says, believe on the scriptures as it is written. So we're not going to put our own views on what Christ said, who comes in the volume of that book. All right. All righty. So we're going to go here, and it looks like our program wants to freeze up on us a little bit. So let me get that really quick again. One moment. Let me get this really quick. One moment, guys. Sometime it wants to do it. It wants to act a little funny on us. All right, so we should be good. There we go. All righty. So we're at Genesis chapter 1, verse 29. And the Most High God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree. Okay, talking about your fruit trees, okay? Those that will give you fruit and edible things, and things that will heal the body, in which the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. Meat meaning it shall be edible to you. You shall be able to eat it. Okay, it's not like actual meat that's coming from an animal. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so. God saw everything that he made, and behold, it was very good. Okay, so he made animals according to the Levitical law, you understand, to eat. And he also made herbs. He made fruit trees. That way we are understanding and clear on what he was talking about here. Okay? So let us jump really quick to Exodus 15 and 26. All right? And then we're going to get some beautiful, beautiful information that's out there to help you to be motivated and encouraged to do research on, hey, should I be taking these things, or could these things help my body? All right. One moment. Exodus 15 and 26. Here we are. Exodus 15 and 26 says, and said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of the Lord thy God. So he said, if you will diligently listen, it's like a son or a daughter listening to their father or mother. If you would diligently, consistently listen to your parents, but this is our God. This goes for us all, right? And will do that which is right in his sight. He's not going to give us every little detail every time we read the scriptures on everything. But what he tells us to do, we should trust it, because that's why we're ending up in the hospital with diabetes, high blood pressure, all these different things. All of it's not our fault. Some of these things are mastermind while we fell from our God, while our forefathers fell from our God, and we ended up in this situation. But now we have to we have to listen to our shepherds and our teachers to try our best to come out of these situations, doing our research to come out of these situations, right? So, and that's Jew and Gentile alike. Jew meaning the modern day Negro, Native, so-called. These are so-called modern day. These bywords. The modern day. These are not things that God called us. Okay. He called us by our nation. The modern day Negro, Native American, Pacific Islander, so-called Hispanic, Filipino, Aboriginal. These are the diaspora, the 12 tribes of Jacob and Israel that were scattered across the four corners of the earth. And then you have the nations like Edom, which are the so-called red man or white man today. Okay, it doesn't mean that all of them are evil, but all of the rest of the nations are Ham and Japheth and other nations of Shem. We're Shem too, but I was being specific with Jew and Gentile. Okay, so these laws and statutes are specifically for us who have had the covenant and the sacrifice. But if other nations want to follow them and who is watching tonight, it's okay. All right. I just want to put that out there really quick. Don't think that every Israelite channel that you go across is racist. We do not hate any nation. We just speak the truth of the Bible as it is written. So sometimes I have to put these disclaimers out there. Oh, here comes another Israelite thinking they know it all, teaching the Bible. Well, one, I'm going to tell you, we don't think we know it all. We know nothing at all. Only the Holy Spirit knows it all. And the God that made the Holy Spirit and Christ. Okay, so we just want to put that out there that you can listen and observe and you can decide. All right? So you don't have to feel uncomfortable like you need to kiss our shoe a week from now. We don't need you to do anything for us but follow the Most High God and his law, statutes, and commandments like we do. Okay, get rid of your idolatry. Stop eating the blood. Stop the fornication and the adultery and the same things that we have to stop, and you'll be just fine. So let us continue after that disclaimer. So we are at Exodus 15, just to get you back where we are. And it says here, Exodus 15 and 26, the middle of 26, and will give ear to his commandments and keep all his statutes. I will put none of these diseases upon thee. These are the diseases that we're dealing with today, because we were, like I said, our forefathers have fallen. We were put into the hands of foolish nations. But now even the foolish nations are waking up and saying, hey, this is wrong. This is not right. Not a lot of them. Not a lot of them, but I mean, enough of them to where it's sounding an alarm all online, to where you have all of these informative health videos, especially after the year 2020, where the big COVID thing happened, where people were putting all types of things in their arms. But you'll be interested if you stay around to understand some of the videos that we have, because they may be informative to you to see, hey, this is interesting, if it could help you in some of these areas when it comes to heavy metals and when it comes to all types of things, all right? But it all came down to following the Most High God, eating the things that we just read about in Genesis, okay? Eating those things that's in Genesis, the lawful things, not the things that will cause parasites. I always like to say this little saying, we need to use our spiritual pair of sights to, you understand, to stay free of parasites. Okay, so let's continue. And keep his statutes. We're at 15 and 26, the end of it. And keep his statutes. I will put none of these diseases upon thee. Well, it's too late for that. The diseases are upon those who chose not to listen, those families who were broken up by Satan and his minions and his followers, his Masonic occultish followers, all of these people in these sororities and these colleges who are the taskmasters in the similitude of ancient Egypt. Okay, following the old ways, the rituals, the behind the scenes dark magic, Hollywood parties, celebrity parties, which are really all you understand, just idol and fallen angel worship. That these taskmasters can receive some power that they don't know they really don't have, because they're being used by you understand these beings the Most High cast down, and they're just here to destroy everything that the Most High created. All right, these things are very important to understand, because they're not just words. If you don't actually you can have faith from these words, a belief and understanding, but if you don't follow them with works, it's all vain. Faith without works is dead. Okay? So, he says, I will put none of these diseases upon thee. Well, they're here now. Okay? And we can't, like I said, we can't blame all the white people for what they've done. But guess what? The truth is the truth. We have to first look at ourselves and say, well, hey, we put ourselves in the hands of the white man. Now we need to get ourselves out. We can't afford to wait for him to get us out of it. And the first thing is to start back where it started in the beginning and should have stayed. And I'm talking about eating from the garden. There was a garden that Adam and Eve were in, and they end up getting kicked out of that for that same seraphim, that fallen angel. Okay, so now we got to bring it back to Genesis 1 and 29 again, because he said, eat the herbs. All right, turn those herbs into seasonings. Turn those herbs into teas. Turn those herbs into salves. Okay, to put on the skin. Eat the fruit trees that bear seed. Obviously now, some of these things are seedless. Okay, it's not unlawful, but, the seeds are going to be better. Let me put it that way, because sometimes people try to get too deep. But this is where we are now. This is where we are now. Okay, that's a whole nother discussion and topic for another time when it comes to the grace that we have. But if you can get things with seed, it's preferable. Not that the ones don't have the same benefits, but I'm going to tell you, everything in its origin, the way the Most High made it, was better. But we have to survive and do what we need to do to finish, and we will get that perfect kingdom that's coming, okay? So, on top of that, we have lawful meat that's walking meat, okay? Like livestock, sheep, oxen, antelope, deer, venison, whatever you want to call it, right? Goats, okay? All of the things that's in the Levitical law that we could eat to stay healthy. All right? So, if we were to eat these things, we would not have these diseases that the Egyptians had, because it, just like today, the ancient Egyptians, not only them only, because Egypt was just like in America with multiple nations there. If you read in the book of Jasher, okay, they would eat things outside of the Levitical law and diseases would come upon them. They were not wise people. Abraham is the one who helped to make them wise. You can read in the book of Josephus. All right. So all of these diseases are now coming upon these things that they call wise. The wisdom of this world is foolishness to God. Okay. So now even these unwise ways that they have brought about, that they are thinking through their research is better, they're getting sick from them. They will go and get a McDonald's burger, some of these people. It's just totally retarded. Right? It's a crash dummy move. But anyway, for I am, we're at Exodus 15 and the end of verse 26 again. For I am the Lord that healeth thee. Meaning, if you follow my law, statutes, and commandments in my ways, you shall fare better. Okay? They are trying to mess up the air, the water. I mean, it's weather warfare. It's raining too much. It's hot too much. I mean, it's drought. It's famine. I mean, and famine is not just where you don't see food. Even also inflation is a representation of famine. It's phases of famines, guys. Okay? It's phases of famines. Obviously, there's always going to be food around, but what are you going to have to do to be able to get that food? Okay? We know there's food around because there's people around. There can't be no people around if there's no food, but you shouldn't depend on that, because I'm going to tell you, where will you have to get the food from? Will you have to take the mark of the beast? Will you have to sell your soul and your bowels? We were reading that last Sabbath about keep the main thing the main thing. Just a side topic really quick. And I was like, how on point are the scriptures of the Most High? And it was talking about a man, the worst kind of man will sell his own soul and sell his bowels. I was like, whoa. And I love how the Bible was able to say it in such a way to keep it from being, so, it kept its holiness. It was able to show immorality in such a holy way. It was crazy. A man will sell his soul and his bowels. If you know what that means, puffy parties. That's all I'm going to say. Because this is ancient Egyptian, occult, ancient Babylonian, Roman type of ways. I was like, look at the Bible. So why am I saying this as a side note? Because everything we need, for the most part, is in this book. And if not, it will give us the wisdom to guide us into the areas that we need to know. All right. So I want to go ahead and go really quick to one more scripture, and then I'm going to open it up for some of these videos that I have, these informative videos that I have. I want to go to one more scripture really quick. We know that the Most High God in Sirach 38:4 created medicines from the earth, right? Let us go to, this is just an interesting topic. All right. I'm not going to philosophize, but it's interesting because we're going into this today. It's Exodus 32:20. We know the Most High did this for embarrassment and punishment, but I'm sure he knew that we're not going to die because the Most High, he's not the author of confusion. He's wise. He's all wise, all omnipotent and magnificent. So Moses took the golden calf, and it was made of real gold. Okay. And obviously we're going into colloidal gold. This is not colloidal gold. Let me let you know. You can't burn some gold statue and start drinking it. But I'm telling you, it's crazy how today the research, they must have looked into that. Like, hold up, whoa. But if you do a lot of research, they were using gold in so many different ways and surgical methods a long time ago when it comes to knee pain and all types of inflammation, to modern day colloidal silver. Check it out here. All right. And he took, this is Exodus 32 and 20. And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire and ground it into a powder. Okay. And strewed it or strawed it up the water and made the children of Israel to drink it. So he ground up this golden calf and made all of the children of Israel drink it. Now, we know this is judgment, but I find it crazy because sometimes people, modern day will take some of these good metals outside of this, because I know Esau then went into this and started to do some research on it. But outside of this, all of a sudden, we have learned modern day that some of these metals, outside of this punishment that they had to deal with through humiliation of disobedience to the Most High, some of these metals are actually, or do they? I'm going to say it like that because we want for those to have ears understand this way. Some people need every single thing explained out to them, and they just take something that they don't even do any research on. But we want for those who have ears to hear and to understand a little bit. So not that we're trying to force to speak in parables, but at the same time, we have to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove to finish the work. Okay. Like I said, so modern day, we have things like what we're going to go into right now. I first want to start talking about colloidal gold. Okay. Sorry about that. Obviously, I am informed about colloidal gold. I've been taking it for almost 20 years. I first heard about this through Elder Rawchaa. When I first joined the truth, colloidal gold and silver. Almost 20 years ago now. So, you understand, I think it's about 18 years ago to be exact. So I just want to give you a little information about it tonight because, we do make it on Lion's Homestead, and I am a person who have been taking it for years. Even when I was overseas in Egypt, we were taking colloidal gold, colloidal silver, even back then for many, many, many years. So this is not really some new thing for us, but there's so much more research now out there about these things. It's pretty interesting. So just pay attention really quick. Fair use for educational purposes only. This is like I said, this is for educational purposes only. We're not making any healing claims. Take it how you want it. If you can use it, you use it. If not, hey, take it how you want it.
Believed could sharpen your mind. What if there was a shimmering liquid that ancient civilizations believed could sharpen your mind, awaken your hormones, and turn back the clock on aging? Stick around to the end, because I'm going to break down one of the most mysterious, elite, and little-known supplements out there: colloidal gold. Used by kings, alchemists, and biohackers alike, this isn't just hype. It's a modern-day rejuvenation secret hiding in plain sight. Gold has always symbolized power and divine energy. But did you know ancient Egyptians and Chinese emperors consumed gold not for wealth, but for vitality? They believed it. Enhanced spiritual clarity. Activated the pineal gland. Ake, your third eye. Prolonged.
Now, I wanted to let that play because I wanted to do some explanations on that for those of you who are new. We have a spirit that rests in our brain. We really don't get into the pineal gland thing because it goes into ancient Babylon worship of trying to open, you understand, different portals, okay, and demons will enter inside of you. So I want to let you know, if you're new, don't deal with this pineal gland and trying to open it and them telling you, hey, hold your tongue and say this. And no, you will be casting spells upon yourself. So I wanted that to play on purpose because people try to get deep with this ancient occultism, and that's what that part is. So don't pay attention to this third eye garbage. Please don't. Okay, now do you have glands and things up there? Yeah, but it has nothing to do with pineal. That's something that some word they added to it. Do you have glands up there? Yeah. They can get filled with biofilm and stuff? Yes, you do. Yeah, where your spirit rests, you do. But they try to add things on there because of Jacob's ladder and all that. No, they trying to be deep. Okay, your spirit rests there. You understand, and it's housed in a certain area. And yes, it can get filled with biofilms and parasites. Very simple. Okay, so that's your spiritual sight, but they take it on the dark side. That's all I want to put out there, because when we were young, getting into it, we would look into it. Elder be like, no, that ain't it. Look into it. Sure enough, these people are going to the dark side with these things. All right. So let's continue. Let's keep it on a health zone. And if you go in there looking for it, and then you can't get out of some type of other dimension because some demon and hopped in you and is controlling you, I'm sorry. It's going to be using you as a damn avatar on Roblox somewhere. All right, and you're gonna be in this joint like you in straight MK Ultra. Let's continue.
Life, and sparked higher intelligence and divine connection. Alchemists referred to it as aurum potable drinkable gold, and believed it could restore balance to the body and mind at every level. Here's where things get interesting. Modern users, including biohackers and cognitive enthusiasts, claim colloidal gold does more than look pretty. Increases mental clarity and IQ like cognitive sharpness. Improves focus, memory, and verbal fluidity. Supports faster learning and deeper creativity. May enhance synaptic conductivity, improving brain signal transmission. Some users say it feels like upgrading the firmware of your brain. It's been used in preliminary neurofeedback research, where subjects experienced calmer brainwaves and heightened performance in cognitive tasks. Hormonal and endocrine benefits. Now let's talk hormones, because colloidal gold doesn't stop at the brain. Supports the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal HPA axis, the master switchboard of your endocrine system. Balances stress hormones like cortisol and promotes a stable mood. May regulate thyroid and reproductive hormones for energy, libido, and vitality.
Now, I want to put this out there. I take this every morning and every night. It's not necessary, but this is more of an enhanced type of thing. Okay, it's more of it's like you have a computer, for example, and your computer is running one way, and then you put a higher performance type of situation in your computer. Okay, more memory or whatever type of better performance, hard drives, or whatever the case may be that's going to make it run better, right? So that's what this is. So I particularly do take it morning and night, and I may take a few days off and on with the silver in that every now and then, but I really take it for the most part every morning and night. And I mean, the energy is just totally amazing. And it does so much. Research doesn't even know everything it does. I'm talking about when I dream. The dreams are different. If I took colloidal silver alone, or colloidal copper alone, or colloidal gold alone, or all three together, or two, I didn't mix and match all of them. The dreams are very different. It's crazy. Like I'm telling you, it is really crazy. So.
Reported by users to enhance testosterone and DHEA levels naturally. This isn't just a nootropic, it's a full-body harmonizer. One of the most exciting areas? Cellular rejuvenation. Some researchers believe gold nanoparticles support DNA repair mechanisms. Powerful anti-inflammatory effects may reduce skin aging and joint stiffness. Long-term users report improved skin tone, sharper vision and hearing, even reduced graying of hair. There's even talk of it increasing telomerase activity, a marker of biological youth. Who is it for? High performers and entrepreneurs, students and creatives, anyone with adrenal burnout or hormonal fatigue, those on a longevity or anti-aging journey. Important notes. Always.
And for those of you who like to over-consume caffeine, as far as like these high-dose coffee drinkers, you got to be careful. But this is where, like I said, there's a benefit to it when it comes to this, because people overdo. You have to, for those of you who do drink coffee, you have to cycle on and off it, because it would just burn out your body. You'll have these crashes and everything like that. Your cortisol levels, depending on your gut, can be all over the place. So this is where something like this can come in for someone who have drained out. It's when it comes to the neuro function, that's where colloidal gold is really, really, really powerful. More so with the brain and also the gut, because the gut is a second brain. So I did want to put that out there. Anti-aging and things like that, and it just gives more of a. It's like you're polishing the car. You can wash the car, but colloidal silver comes in as a polish. Okay, but the polish is very noticeable, shall I say. That's what I want to put out there. All right. So we'll talk about some more colloidals in the future, because I got some other stuff, okay, that we're going to talk about in the future, but I don't want to spoil it just yet, all right? But it's some powerful stuff. All right, so let's stay here.
Use high quality colloidal gold.
All right, so you do want to use, you want to stay away from ionic things are not going to mess you up, but I wouldn't necessarily, I've taken them before, but I wouldn't necessarily suggest the ionic one. It's not really a high quality, it's a cheap version of a colloidal, of a colloid metal. Cheap metal that's really not done right. And if they went, for example, when they're talking about people turning blue, I've never seen anybody turn blue, but when you have the cheap stuff, or the stuff that people, they say, hey, I make colloidal silver, but they don't really know what they're doing and they're not doing it right, that's when the body doesn't really absorb it the best way it could. I'm not saying you're going to die or anything, but you understand it's really a cheap, uneducated person making it. Okay, and I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm talking about from years of experience. You'll be fine, but it's just not recommended. You have to take so much to equal to a properly made version. That's what I mean. Okay? So why say you doing it? I don't know, Amia. What are you saying there? I mean, why do it wrong? I'm confused here. I mean, I don't know who's doing it wrong. I know I'm not doing it wrong, but I don't really know what you're talking about, to be honest. So you may have to call in to clarify there. But I'm just saying that it's not recommended from many holistic doctors or people who deal with it to use ionic metals. Okay, you won't, like I said, you won't die, but I mean, it's really not the way for the body to properly absorb it. And they will try to argue or put out fake testimonials, and they will try to put out things to be able to sell you some cheap version, especially on Amazon. I was watching something by one of the experts in it, and they were showing how 70% of the things on Amazon that sold, people that make things but do it wrong. Yeah. So 70% of the things found on Amazon when it comes to this are ionic metals. And, you know, the scary part about Amazon now, it's actually getting pretty watered down on some things. There's a lot of things that's on there that are still good. But if you are not an Amazon shopper, you will not know what's what. If you don't understand back end, you will not understand that there are not trademark and copyright laws in some of these other countries. So they will literally take a corporate brand here, whether it's trademark or not, and copy it and put like the same color label and all that to make you think it's the same thing, and it will be, a straight counterfeit, not the same thing. So you really have to be careful. And listen, when I tell you, I'm not joking. You can literally buy wood shavings off of there. You can buy and I'm talking about only wood shavings. You can buy sugar water. If you think, and then in your mind, yo, I'm taking my stuff, and it's really your faith that's healing you, and you're not really taking nothing. So I just want to put that out there. I just so happen to make sure for me that, and I'm going to tell you, for me, just to put this out there, before I ever developed Lion's Homestead, I was taking the things that we made for years, a lot of it. And the Holy Spirit was working with me on things that's just like totally will destroy a lot of this stuff that's out there. I'm talking about not just pure black seed oil alone. I'm talking about the things that it's partnered or coupled with, like my oregano oil. I mean, all that, my peppermint, all and my stuff is food grade. It is some of the stuff that just destroys anything that's out there. I have so many different versions of things that does similar things in different ways. I mean, it's man, I give all praises to the Most High. So let's go to our next thing here. That was more of a AI put together situation. Now let's go to an actual, you understand, person here. And I pray that I can get the actual video. One moment. I don't know why they didn't just give me the video now. This is a powerful video here, guys. So let me see. Do they have it under the microscope still? How am I going to do this? Do I need to log in? One moment, guys. I'm praying I don't have to log in because I'm going to have to skip to the next video. One moment. Oh, man. One moment. I don't know why this works like this sometimes. Come on. All right, I'm almost done. All righty, I think we're here. All right. So now we can make this work. There we go. Now we can make this work. Boy, the New Yorkers, boy, when it comes to that's a side note, but boy, the New Yorkers, I mean, what a total upset of how the city of New York is just acting exactly how Esau wants them to act. Lord have mercy. It's like anything that's done good, at least the ones who don't know what's going on in that city, they just like sheep. They just being led to the slaughter. I mean, they was hurting people over an NBA game and all that. Lord have mercy. I mean, it was outright mad. It was outright mad. And I'm not saying they're the only people who do it, because it's places like L.A. that does this crazy crap. I was just like, yo, y'all hurting people over some team that ain't paying your bills? I mean, yeah, well, they ain't never won a ring. So you should go and break into things, hurt people. I mean, you talking about straight. These are Sodomites and Gomorrites. But that's for another topic. I'm gonna have to actually go into that, because I mean that was total embarrassment. And it's just like, because the rap game done left them, they ain't want to ring. It's like they needed anything. I mean, yo, I know the real ones in New York was like, yo, these people don't represent our city. I mean, it was outright madness. I mean, they got some real ones in New York. I mean, but I know these clowns that's out there, they were hurting elderly people and all that. I'm like, really? I mean, they just out there hurting anybody with a Spurs jersey on. Total madness. I got no respect for that. That's straight coward. That's straight coward activity. And they got this one guy, man, with a Spurs jersey. He was just running through hundreds of people, and nobody wanted to take him, which just show you the coward activity of a lot of these people. They would hit him when he turned around and run. I'm talking about, it's like 10 to 15 people couldn't take down one dude. I mean, just total. It made it bad, man, because I love my real New Yorkin brothers, my real NY brothers, man. But that was a bad look. That was a bad look. But it's nothing they can do about it, because it's too many clowns out there. The world is just turning crazy, guys. But that's a side note. Let's go ahead and go into this colloidal gold here, and let me see.
Are you saying the same?
Let me see where if I can fast forward it here. 1 second. Well, looks like they won't let me fast forward it. So let me see what I can do here.
What we see in the blood, it does tend to be worse in people that have been vaccinated, but I've also seen significant.
Dr. David Nixon on what colloidal does to nanotechnology inside of the body. Okay, and I know some of you probably have seen this online. What it does to it in seconds. So let me see, I may have to look up a quicker video, but let me see, can I get it?
That haven't been, have they been in close contact with people that have been injected, intimate perhaps, or is it a mixed group? Have you gone to that level of sort of questioning with these people?
Okay, one moment. Let me see, can I find a quicker video? Father have mercy. One moment. They made it to where I can't fast forward to the part anymore, so I have to oh man, are they gonna let me get to it, or shall I Google it and then go to it, because it seems like they're trying to stop me from getting to it now. They like something went wrong. I want y'all to see, all of a sudden something's going wrong. So yeah, they like, yeah, find him, he's going to Instagram right now. I'm gonna find it anyway. Listen. Here we go, man. I'm gonna find it. Father have mercy, I tell you. So we're gonna do it. We gotta do it this way. All right, so watch this. Let's see, can we find it like this? Well, they don't want to let us get like that. Goodness gracious. Let me see, can I find it in this video? Fair use.
Some sort of major side effects because of the vaccines they took. More or less, I've saved a lot of lives. And
fair use for educational purposes only. This is not our beliefs. We don't have an opinion on it. I'm just showing the video for educational purposes only. This is Dr. Parvas, Rashvand, and colloidal gold formula and COVID and blank vaccine nano contamination clearance. So let's see what he has to say about it.
One of the biggest issues that we faced, and it was difficult for us to answer properly, was the possible side effects of a lot of doctors, scientists, researchers didn't have a full idea about what it really was and what we could do to alleviate the possible side effects that some people might have witnessed. Some of them are kind of nanomaterial particles which were left in the vaccines in the body of the people. I recently watched a video from Dr. David Nixon, an Australian physician who watched the blood of the people who received.
So this doctor says he understands what happened in 2020 with some of these injections, and he's quoting another doctor. So we're just listening to information and seeing, where this goes. Okay, educational purposes only. Okay, we're not pushing anything that heals. We're just listening to it because it's out there free on the internet for fair use.
Vaccines by a dark field microscopy when they look at the live blood under special field of microscope, and he discovered those nanoparticles in the vaccines which were like square shape or round shape but unusual, something that proved that it wasn't kind of natural. But anyways, then he discovered something amazing, that consumption of any formula with colloidal gold or nano gold particles, when the particles are so small that they constantly remain in kind of suspension, they don't precipitate, could reverse this condition. And the good news is that we've been using some sort of the various forms of nano gold formulas in order to prevent catching cold and flu frequently.
Okay, so I guess he witnessed the same thing that that I witnessed, but I wanted to actually show you under a microscope. I wanted to show you under a microscope, and I'm still trying to do that. Let me see, can I do that? There's got to be some type of way for me to fast forward this. I had to.
Nanotechnology that you're seeing in injected people, or is it different?
Just be patient. Just be patient.
Of what you see in the blood, it does tend to be worse in people that have been vaccinated, but I've also seen
fair
a
use
significant amount in people that haven't been vaccinated.
So can I ask, in the people that haven't been, have they been in close contact with people that have been injected, intimate perhaps, or is it a mixed group? Have you gone to that level of sort of questioning with these people?
Fair use.
I think there's environmental exposure. I think that's the big problem that we're facing. I think that's more of a problem than the shedding. Necessarily the main mechanism. Certainly there's detectable contaminants in the rainwater, and in drinking water, and in supplements, and in food. Certainly there are those concerns.
Well, I also wonder, because these contaminants aren't new, but it seems that these things appearing in the blood started at the time of the injection rollout. Now, while uninjected people are presenting with this in their blood, could it be that they've ramped up the contamination of our water supply, our skies, our foods in this time as well?
I think so. I think it's exactly what's happened.
What else are they hiding in the vaccines?
Is that playing at your end?
One moment, folks. I'm trying to see, can I get the part under the microscope? One moment. You guys got to see this. You got to see this. You got to see this. You got to see this. Just be patient. Because it shows how it completely disappears.
Is this what the fourth industrial revolution looks like?
Come on. Get to the point. Get to where I'm trying to get to. Humans are hackable animals. That's what they're trying to show. These nano technology that they have been using, you understand, we already know. We do so many shows on where this is trying to go. But it's in our best benefit to eat healthy and take in the good metals. And I'm talking about minerals. The good minerals, which are, a lot of them are really metals that are fighting against these bad heavy metals in our body. Okay? So that's what they're trying to show here. But I'm really trying to get to the actual part here, if I can. One moment. I'll try one more time, because I don't know. I don't want to waste the whole show with that if it can't get to where we're trying to get to. If not, then I'll just put the link in there. Yeah, if so, then I'll just put the link in there, and then we can be able to get it like that. But if y'all can just be patient with me, let me see. I probably can get it. There we go. I knew it. See, I don't like to stop till I can get it. I know it's out there. Fair use for educational purposes only. There we go. This is under a microscope that Dr. David Nixon, actually have dealt with. Okay, shows how colloidal gold kills. Okay, this is allegedly from Dr. Nixon. Destroys this nanotechnology in seconds. Okay, let me tell you, the Most High is perfect. Gold is going to be in the kingdom of heaven. Gold is also dealing with anti-inflammatory. You're going to be walking on gold if we can make it in there. It has so many benefits that research will never be able to find all of the things that the Most High has in store for us, that some of them are even on earth.
Gold.
Wow.
Fair use.
Pretty cool.
Wow.
So the really, really awesome thing about this is exposure at a distance.
What
So
do you
the
mean
colloidal gold didn't actually come into contact with the sample.
You serious? Why would?
I'm
Okay,
serious.
I have a question. Why would colloidal gold be working like this? I obviously know very little
He said this is even at a distance, guys.
about it. Why would it be working
Well-
this effectively?
Yeah, it is Yeah, I don't know the answers to that.
He don't have the answer because no one knows everything the Most High has in store and what he put down here. All we had to do was the scriptures I read, listen to him and his commandments. Listen to him and his commandments. Okay? So we had good, we had metals, minerals, and stuff that were naturally in the ground, like salt, all these things. The order of the Most High would have kept us from being sick. But this is just an extra whole thing that Esau's like, whoa. Even Esau is shocked about this. He's like, I don't know. Yeah, because no one can figure out all the wisdom of the Most High. See? But let me tell you, he gave it to his teachers. Elder Rawchaa knew about this. I'm talking about years ago. All right? Now it's to a level now that they're finding out, hey, it does way more than what they thought. And I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of your body, our bones, our cells, our DNA, did you know a lot of it actually resets over months and years of time? Yeah. So if we don't have what we need in our body when our body is trying to reset a lot of these things in our body, you'll stay in the same state. You have to learn to be consistent. Your faith will make you whole, meaning your mind, your belief, your dedication, all of those things are in here. Your faith will make you whole. And then you have to have the works with the faith attached to it. Okay, you know what I mean? Even though, for example, we see this destroy certain things, heavy metals and stuff that be in the sky and all that, they got Morgellons, they got all type of stuff like that according to this research. They're doing this to us every day. How many of you can stand the rain? How many of you can endure? Keep your body on point. Start planting your food. Start exercising consistently. Stop dealing with certain things consistently, diligently. How many of you can do that? Or will you continue to make excuses of why you can't do certain things? And no one's going to have it all right. I'm not telling you to be like me and do what I do. I'm sold to this. I'm sold to this world of health. I started it when I started in the truth. I got serious about everything when I was in the truth, and I haven't stopped since. I don't care who stopped. It didn't bother me. I'm self-motivated. I don't need a man to tell me to work out. I'm motivated on my own because I appreciate what the Most High have given me. He have given me a body. He have given me sight. He have given me touch. He given me ears to hear, feet to walk on. And when something happens to you, you take it for granted. And even when I got hurt, I'm like, hold up. No, I'm not finna just lay down. Let me try to heal this thing myself. And all of the things that I got hurt and supposed to need surgery on, guess what? I'm able to deal with them, work around them, and make it happen. Faith and works. I am a living example to a lot of things, okay, that we talk about. So let me tell you, look at this.
I know that crude or gold carries an electric charge. We make it with the process of electrolysis. It can be made in the home.
Okay. So the whole deal is, you got that white lady, boy. She be trying to sell everything. She put out every. we you got to be careful who you buy from. She may have some good stuff on there. Who knows? But, man, there was some powerful information there, guys. If you ever try to make it at home, I'm going to tell you something. You really, really, really need to study. You really need to understand a little science, and it is not easy. Gold is not cheap either. So, you know what I mean? Obviously, if you can't make it, you can go to Amazon, try to find a trusted source. Obviously, we sell it on Lawya's Homestead. So, you do what you want, how you want to do it, or whatever the case may be. But we've been specializing in it for a while. So, and I'm really confident in my own stuff. Obviously, everyone would be, even a white lady who just came on. I'm sure she's probably confident in her stuff, but I'm a perfectionist, so that's all I'm going to say. One thing I don't like to, and it's not that we can't get better and do better and learn better, but I'm going to tell you, before I put something in my body, you know, like this, it got to be on point. So when it comes to allegedly destroying nanotechnology, boy, I mean, man, we got one more guy discussing the colloidal gold, and we're going to get the silver. We're going to talk about a little gardening, and then we're going to get ready to go into the Bible trivia. Fair use for educational purposes only. I like to give a few different sources.
Right? So right now there are electrical impulses coursing throughout your body, right? So your brain communicates with the rest of your body through electrical impulses. So ideally you would be as conductive as possible. The problem is that most metals are extremely toxic to the body. You know, you ingest a small amount of mercury and it kills you. Gold, you know, I implore you guys to do the research, but nano gold or colloidal gold, it seems to be totally non-toxic when introduced into the body. And it seems to have profound health benefits. There's this study that was just unprecedented where basically in a matter of months, people who ingested colloidal gold, their IQ increased by like 20 points.
Fair use.
Absolutely unheard of. We're electrical.
Look at that. So from the few of the things I done told y'all about, iodine, when the mother is pregnant with the baby, according to research and studies, the IQ increases. Colloidal gold. I think, you know, I remember when one of my daughters was pregnant, you know, the mom was taking colloidal gold and silver. You understand? So I will not recommend anything to anybody. I just can't. I'm not a doctor. So that's for you to do your research or get with your own doctor about. But I'm just putting the information out there. All right? And I'm going to tell you guys something. I'm going to tell you guys an old story. I forget what was ruptured. What was ruptured with my first daughter. And I'm just going to put it like this. I forget whether the placenta was ruptured, something. I don't know. I can't remember what was ruptured. Umbilical cord, placenta, one of the things. You know, I'm a daddy. I don't remember all of these things. But all I know is that when we found out, it was possible that my daughter would have not made it. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't remember what I did, what research I had done, but I made sure she was on colloidal gold and silver. And I'm going to tell you something. In 2 days, it was healed. Went back to the doctor with the test, total healed. Because she had to stay in the hospital, I think for like a week or two. But when I got that, for some reason in 2 days, that thing was healed. Crazy work. So it's so much things out there that we don't know what they do. But I always have my own testimony and stories with a lot of the things that I personally sell and do. There's always a reason why I sell something. It must have done something to me or someone. And I'm not talking about one person. I like to make sure. No, let me get this to Uncle Deacon Malak, or let me make sure. Hold up, man. Nah, are you serious? You mean to tell me you done put this iodine on you and this bump or lump? What? Like I said, I can't make any health claims. I got to speak in parts, but for those who have ears, let them hear. So, anyway, we're going to jump to the silver really quick. We're almost done here. Let's talk about what Dr. Eric Berg he's just going to show you a few benefits of silver. According to his research, this is just fair use. This is not me or the Gathering of Christ Church making any claims. This is fair use for educational purposes only. Let Eric Berg speak because he's the expert on it.
Bacterial killer, fungus and a viral killer, and it destroys the enzymes that affect the oxygen of these microbes. So it's non-toxic, but it's a solution of suspended silver particles. Okay, it's really good for sore throats, sinus issues, herpes, tooth infections, and
Did you hear what he said? But like I told you guys, don't think that anything that we're dealing with here on this list works overnight. When a doctor tells you to deal with something, do he tell you to take it for a day and stop? There's some things we need to be patient with. Don't forget, your body is like the ground, your gut, excuse me. If you gave the ground or your plants fertilizer, it doesn't work right away. It takes time for plants to heal, the ground to heal. It takes time for the gut to heal. Give yourself 30 days. Give yourself some time, depending on what you're dealing with, 3 months. People do not have the patience. They don't have the attention span. They just want you to tell them, oh, you just tell me, how much it's taking. And I get it. That's a faith, that you have. You understand in the person because of their expertise, which really goes to Christ. But Christ would say, hey, your faith will make you whole. It has made you whole, meaning you have to do your part as well. Some things don't come out unless by fasting. Why did he say fasting? Because fasting is going to starve out the spirit. Fasting is also going to starve out the physical driver, which is a parasite in the body, because now it doesn't have sugar. Stem cells is going to restart. You get what I'm saying? So there's a lot more reasons than what you understand that these Gentiles have researched of what Christ was saying. It was always a teaching moment with Christ. Everything before he left was a teaching moment.
In your teeth, they're called biofilms, which are calcium little shells around bacteria, and you can probably use it as a wash in your mouth to actually kill those microbes. Bladder infections.
Why do you think we have colloidal silver mouthwash? It's not like I'm the first person who came up with it, but why do you think we have it? Because there's plaque that tries to build up around the teeth, and there's only a few things that can deal with it. Colloidal silver, hydrogen peroxide, baking soda, salt, sea salt, right? These things are important.
Colds, flu, fungus. It's great as a natural, non-toxic antibiotic for so many things.
You can spray it on the plants. You can give it to the animals.
And of course, candida. So as far as
all right, so when it comes to colloidal silver, I think I take about a teaspoon morning and night. Same thing for colloidal gold. I really don't need to take a lot of that and overdo it. And I take, I ain't gonna lie to you, I take a lot of copper, colloidal copper. I take a lot of that. I probably take, at this point, from my size, I started taking a teaspoon morning and night. But then for as much as I do, I do a lot of labor. I work out, I'm pushing hay around, I'm dealing in the garden. I whoop my behind. I whoop my own behind out here working so hard. I take about a quarter cup of copper morning and night, and I feel amazing. Magnesium, I'm taking at least minimum 400 to 500 milligrams minimum a day. If I need more, I'm probably going to be at about 1,000 because I'm losing these minerals as I'm out. Okay, so for me, a person like me, it's very important. I got a lot of output that I'm putting out. Okay, so that's why I do that. I can't recommend, if a person's living a normal life, if I was living a normal life, I'm going to say it like this. If I was living a normal life, I wasn't doing much, which you should be doing more. I will only, to be honest with copper, I'll probably be taking a tablespoon, probably 2 tablespoons, 1 or 2 tablespoons morning and night for me. But I do a lot. So that's why I do it more. And I feel amazing. And it's only getting better. So now I have Dr. Hilda Clark. These are all doctors here. Fair use for educational purposes only. She talks a lot
Bacteria.
about parasites.
That's how it kills bacteria. And it was quite common before.
Fair use for educational purposes only. She's talking about colloidal silver.
Antibiotics were introduced. I don't think there's a need to take colloidal silver every day, but I think maybe if you think you have an infection in any area of the body, but you know, with infection I always ask why. Why is it there? And often a poultice is very effective. The reason why they say royalty has blue blood is because
she finna philosophize on that right there. So I'm gonna tell you, she talking about why the royal people have blue blood. She talking about because they take colloidal silver. No, you know, yeah, no. Should those with amalgam mercury tooth filling stay away from colloidal silver? I mean, you got to learn your own body. I've never heard of that. I've heard of people who had that for years, taking it, and nothing happens. If anything, a lot of these things is, one thing you want to make sure you're taking is things that rid heavy metals of your body every day. That's the first thing. The body naturally needs iodine to get rid of heavy metals every day. Naturally, iodine is such a powerful thing. This is what it does every single day. And it's not something that's like iodine is a necessary mineral. It's not an optional mineral. So if you're not taking it, you will be filled up with heavy metals. You will be filled up with synthetic things. Okay, so boron is another one. Okay, so that's why we now offer, you're probably going to see it up there this week or next week, multiple minerals, and we offer boron as well on Lions Homestead, specifically because even though you have boron in our multiple minerals, we also, wanted to, for things when it comes to metals, deal with more. Boron also balances. As a matter of fact, I'll save a show for boron to show you, man, how powerful. Since 2020, I have been taking it when it comes to hormones, testosterone, when it comes to estrogen levels in women. I'm talking about balancing hormones, bones, so much more. Okay, so yeah, yes, colloidal silver does, man, it does a lot. But this last one I want to deal with. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to speak anything about it on here. I'm going to let them speak. I can't speak anything about this one. And I'm going to put it like this to you. The reason we're listening to it is because it's very controversial. That's all I'm going to say to you. I don't know if this lady is crazy or not. I don't know what she's saying is true or not. But you can look up chlorine dioxide testimonials and see if what she's saying is true or not. Okay, for those who have ears, let them hear. You do your own research. That's all I'm gonna tell you. For this one, I have to tiptoe. So I don't listen. Whatever this person is saying, these doctors and these people saying on here, we have nothing to do with it. We're just listening to it for fair use because we came across it on the internet, and we're just wondering about why are these people even having this conversation right now. Fair use for educational purposes only. Why are these people talking about this like this? Isn't it just water purification? I'm confused here.
Box has been opened, and now it's time for the world to know that there is hope. Ladies and gentlemen, NASA called chlorine dioxide the universal antidote to basically all of the terminal illnesses that we know that can take a person's life. Take a look.
Whoa. Hold up. Go ahead.
So you want us to go into chlorine dioxide?
Yeah, start there. But I guess you would say probably the number one thing for any doctor, coach, caretaker, anyone serious about their health, if you learn about chlorine dioxide, that has so much potential to help.
So we also heard, what's the brother who, the scientist who used to be on the Alex Jones show talking about this? I forget his name. Who was talking about how they wanted to exterminate the scientific experimentation of black people. I forget the brother's name, the white guy, the Edomite guy. He was talking about chlorine dioxide, right, as well. So I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, but I'm just putting it out there, right? Trying to see what they're talking about. What's all the controversy about this?
And
Yeah.
how would you describe it?
Chlorine dioxide was characterized by NASA as the universal antidote. I first saw it when I saw this guy named Andreas Kalker.
The rich and wealthy use it to cure themselves of anything from HIV to cancers to leukemia to...
Why is this lady saying all of this? Why is she just blurting all of this out of her mouth? What's going on with this woman?
diabetes to... It doesn't matter. They cure themselves completely with chlorine dioxide. You still don't believe me?
Stuff called chlorine dioxide, miracle mineral supplement, MMS. This is pretty controversial. So I'm a controversial guy. I start using it. Say, okay, forget your doctors. I'm going to start using it everywhere I go.
Can you believe what he just said? He just said, forget your doctors. I can't believe he's saying that. Why would he say that? Man, this is something else, huh, that we ran across tonight, huh? Man, this is something else. I can't believe these people would say such a thing.
And I started curing AIDS, diabetes, cancer, elephantitis, AFib.
Did he just claim that he cured AIDS and all of these things? Did he just claim that? Oh, my goodness. Isn't that one of those things they said they put it to something a few years ago that people decided to put in their bodies? Lord have mercy. Man, these people are crazy. I can't believe they talking about this stuff. I can't believe they talking about all this crazy stuff. I can't believe these people are making these crazy claims. They crazy, huh? They crazy, huh? For those who have ears, let them hear.
Chikungunya, all kinds of infections were healing quick. So I'm like, after 2 years,
The benefits of CDS.
Man, these people are crazy, huh? I'm going to tell you, this is only for those who have ears to hear. If you don't understand like Christ was telling the disciples, it wasn't for you to understand. I'm sorry. If you ask a question talking about, is it truth? Is it credible? You don't watch my shows enough. You don't pay attention enough. And it's a shame on you because you're supposed to be diligent. I'm just telling you the truth because, like I tell you, if you don't listen, you're going to miss it. If you don't listen, you won't listen. I'm just telling you the truth. So listen, you miss my show, you're going to miss a jewel. I'm just going to keep it to you like that. Let me tell you. Hey, it's no hypocrisy over here, baby. It's already been proven. It's already been done and proven. I don't need to debate, argue. Listen, this is going on right now. I just had to, speak in parables. So, and I'm going to show y'all this again, this thing right here. Watch this. Because I showed it on another show. One second here. One second, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. Give me 1 second. Man, I want you to pay attention really quick. This is cdtestimonials.com. You can go there and see what they're talking about. This is just some more crazy claims and testimonials of people about this crazy thing they're talking about online. I can't believe people are talking about that. All of these things here. I can't believe this. Oh my goodness. Look at all these claims. Right? I mean, goodness. Is this why I keep this stuff on my bathroom cabinet? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just so much for me to look at. It's just so confusing right now. I don't know what to believe. Oh, boy. I don't know what to believe, man. These people are just mad. They just putting all this crazy stuff on there, talking about this cures this, and then they telling you don't listen to your doctor. I don't know. Oh boy, it's enough with that. We can't listen to these crazies anymore. You know, let's go to some gardening really quick. Let's just go to some gardening really quick, because it's just driving me crazy that people would actually claim that these people even know what they're talking about, and that Instagram and Facebook would allow this stuff on there. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, hey, I'm just saying, you know, not for human consumption. I mean, Lion's Homestead, it's just not for, I know, but you can put it in your water. You can put it in your water, you know what I mean? You know, I'm just saying. You can put it in your water outside. You can put it in your rainwater, your container, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you do what you want to do with it. So, I tell you what. We will go into fair use fit. We will go into this gardening another time to not take up too much time for well, let's see how long it takes. Let's see. It's only 6 minutes, so let's see. We'll play this one, then I got a whole nother one about gardening methods. Let's go here really quick. And you know what? I'm glad that you guys who are on here, who are wise, understand exactly Christ. I'm gonna put it like that, and why Christ was moving a certain way. That's all I can say. Because some people are going to come on here and bless their heart, bless their soul. They mean very well, but they will not have a clue of are we serious or not. The only way for you to find out is if that person needs to go and do their research. They need to get with their doctors and see what's best for them. That's all I can say. But guys, there's stuff all on the internet about these things. We're just too lazy to want to research things. All right. Hey, I mean, I was giving some of this stuff to, you know, all types of temples and sheep. Big, small, tall. Fair use for educational purposes only. Let's talk about a little bit about how serious it is that Trump is talking about. Hey, everything's going to be all right, but Iran is closing the Strait of Hormuz. It's already closed, and you have Benjamin Netanyahu allegedly saying that he's not going to stop the war, no matter what Trump is talking about. How important was it for Elder Rawchaa to take his time out to talk about gardening? How important was it for Brother Mike and Tabitha from Humble Servants Homestead to be all on Facebook teaching people to motivate them, encourage them about gardening? Your Rock telling you, hey, start practicing hunting, start lifting a little weights, let's get strong. Hey, it's just people that's out there actually doing it. I see people in other bodies gardening and doing it. I see them, you know, on the East Coast, up north, down south, California. I'm seeing a lot of people doing it, but I ain't seeing enough. But hey, it's all good. The people who doing it, y'all doing it. That's what it's about. I hope and pray that others will start to at least get some practice, because thinking that the Most High is going to figure it all out, he told us a lot of things that we can do. But if we don't do anything and think he's just going to solve everything, no. He wants us to show what we going to do, and then he'll bless it. All right? Just like a bank. Don't forget the lesson last week. Where's your business plan? Where's your course of action? What have you tried to do and what have you done already? Then I can do the rest. That's how our God works. So I'll just go into this garden video because I had another one, but for the sake of time, And because I'm starting to smell like good old food, you know, no, I'm just joking. Yeah, but I wanted to still talk a little bit about the gardening and how important it is, and how my wife brought to my attention, this was years ago that he brought this video out, and he was talking about the oil years ago and how important it would be for us to have a vegetable garden. Check it out. Some people laugh at homesteaders, but I'm going to tell you, they're going to be wanting the homesteader's life if they don't get themselves together. Some people can live perfect and nice and have everything made up for them. When you live in an HOA, it's nothing wrong with that. But if you have a backyard and you're not putting that backyard to use, what's going on? But it's even harder for a person to get on a homestead and actually have to do it all. It's like they have a blank canvas that they got to get out there, and it is not easy. It takes a lot of finances. It takes tools, hardware, tractors. Some people don't have a tractor, and they still get it in and make it happen. Look at their faith. Some people are used to everything being put together perfectly, but boy, those days are coming to a close. Some women are used to having everything easy. They scared of worms. They scared of bugs. They scared to put their hand in the mud. Let me tell you. The 7 women, let me tell you, it's been 7 women to 1 man. All the men is turning to the other side. I went to the gym the other day. It was none but, unfortunately, LGBT men and you know what they call dykes out there. That's what I saw. And I'm like, man, this thing is getting deep. You know, they looking at me to see. I'm like, you will never be the man I can be. You can try to act man and get a mustache and all that all you want to, but until you can hit this 315 and on a regular, and I'm not talking about power building women who's not in that group. I'm talking about the people who wants to be a type of man and can't do it. Listen, no, 7 women in one. It's going to be so many women who don't have husbands. We already seeing that now. How rare it is to keep marriage and family together. They will show you New York attacking people because they won some type of NBA championship let me tell you, it's more to it than what you know, but I'm going to keep that there. They will show you violence, crime, just zombies rolling out there because people jabbed up and all type of things. It will show you all of these negative things, but it's very rare to see promotion of a black family. Very rare to see black peace, black love. You know, back in the days when people used to stop fights, all you're seeing online is pranking the elderly, playing around with people. It's a lot of people getting ready to go to hell. But what's the most important thing out of everything, even if the money dropping everything? Food, shelter, and raiment, what Christ said. Not about how many clothes you have, but they only had a few garments back then. Sometimes they had 1 pair of shoes. Christ was wise. He said, listen, when all of this stuff fall, the most important thing is food, shelter, and raiment. You lose all the flashy and the material stuff you don't own, but do you have food? Can you plant? Do you have a place to plant? Bet you those people who you ignored and talked down on and looked down upon important now, huh? The little Amish country people and people like that. Let me tell you. You'll be sitting there like, man, how we do this? How we do that? We don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, now you want to learn. Now you want some of the bread for the little red hen. Huh? I know how to be in both worlds. Some people can say that, but we forget as humans. So you still want to be practicing these things too. Some people think they can have a turn on and turn off switch. Man, listen, it ain't that easy, especially after you get over 35. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay jumping, stay drinking clean water, eating good food, and try to grow your own food. Study it. People going to school for things that will not even be existing, just to say they have a degree and that they was as smart as in class. Don't nobody give a damn how smart you was in class if you can't grow no food. Nobody care if you want a beauty pageant if you can't keep a man. Nobody cares, sisters, if how pretty you are if you don't know how to grow food with your husband, have his back. What do these things matter? Do you know what times we're in right now? Let us see the signs. Because if you don't want your man, somebody else will. Y'all got to see this stuff, guys. Everyone wants this. Let me tell you. The guy that you want don't want you. So what are we doing? We wasting time here. You want a man. What did she say on the song Where My Scamming Negroes At? She want a 10-figure Negro. I mean, he not going to want you if he exists. I can tell you that right now. He definitely don't want a hood rat. He definitely don't want somebody who talk back. I'm just keeping it real. And more than likely, a 10-figure man has more than one wife. And if you're a law keeper, we can't roll like that. So I'm just telling you. Brothers, get your stuff together. Learn agriculture. Also understand where things are going with technology. Start to learn digital currency. You got to learn all of it. You got to learn all of it. Okay? We need to learn where we're going. Yes, Christ is coming to save us, but we must endure to the end. So you can be overzealous. Oh, I don't want to do this and do that. Okay, when the world, when there's digital currency going on and you don't understand it and your children don't understand it, I'm just saying we gotta balance both. It's just weights and just measures. We gotta balance both. The banks are already dealing with XRP. Blockchain, when you're spending, is blockchain already going on and you don't even know it. I have a Coinbase card and it's showing blockchain on there. This is what's going on. And the next step of that will transition into the mark of the beast. Okay? So, we got a guy, self-sufficient me, an Edomite man, who's going to give some wisdom because he have experience and he have been gardening for a while and we can learn from him because he's been doing it. Fair use.
G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me. And is it possible?
Don't take what your teachers say personally. No one knows, no one is trying to attack. What shepherd wants to attack his own sheep? The sheep is how he's clothed. The sheep are fruitful to bring him more lambs. Don't take it personal. Let it make you better. If the shoe fits, wear it. That's it. You want to know, am I practicing what I preach? Well, I'm sorry, but I am. And I always have. And I will be. Okay? And I'm very dedicated at what I do. I was telling my children a story this morning on how, when it comes to growing up, before we go into this, about how you have a lot of people on the outside who will laugh at you. I used to get laughed at when I was young, but all the people who laughed at me, I passed them all up. And I'm not being cocky. I passed them all up. They're either dealing with baby mama drama, they're not in shape in real life, and I'm not, and it's just the truth, because these are with the laughing scoffers, the haters, people who I thought had a lot of potential. I thought a lot of these people were beautiful sisters in high school and all that. A lot of these brothers, I'm like, man, you got natural godly talent. And then you have some clowns who want to play around and class. And I told them this story. I said, man, I slipped on the ground when I was playing for this the Sprite League. It's like the YMCA type of situation. I was playing for the Sprite League around the corner from my high school, doing off season. And I slipped on the ground because I was going to try to dunk the ball because there was sweat on the ground. Of course, everybody laughing. They used to always hate on me. They would hate on me because they have self-esteem issues. It was really nothing to hate on. I don't know why our people hate on each other, but it was so stupid. But I told myself, next week, I declared in my own mind. And the reason I'm telling you this, because we need to be people of action. And I'm going to show you an example of what helped me. I declared faith in my own mind the week before. I said, next week, they won't laugh at me again. They will not laugh at me again. I was already doing windmill dunks, these type of dunks. That was an everyday thing, but I had never really dunked in the game too much like that. Okay. So, you know, the next week I said, I'm not really thinking about getting hurt. My focus is on just me. I remember watching the Three Ninjas movie when he saw the ball, when he had to hit the ball, and the ball turned big in his mind, and that's how he was able to hit it. So I had that type of thing in my mind. I'm going to focus, laser focus on my faith and what I believe I'm going to do. I didn't know it was faith back then, but I knew it's going to happen. I'm going to take advantage of whatever. If that ball bounces off the rim or however I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. And guess what? Exactly the next game, they put me in the game, okay? And I think I told the story years ago. Someone shot from the three-point line, a guy who used to play around, but he was on my team. I used to have these guys that would make fun of me in class, always playing way taller than me, 6'4", 6'5". I was only 5'11" and 3/4, pretty much 6 feet. So the guy on my team shot the ball from the three-point line, and I said in my own mind, this is my chance. I didn't care who was under the goal. It reminded me of Space Jam. I didn't give a damn who was under the goal. It was going to be mine today. And guess what? The ball bounced off the rim. Boom. About right here. Not only did I dunk the ball, I took the ball and put it all the way back here. Vince Carter style. I dunked it, and those guys who used to make fun of me in class, all I'm going to say is, you know, their heads was right under, you know what? I was sitting on top. That's all I'm going to tell you. And, of course, you know back in the days when you dunk and you play basketball, how that goes. They felt crazy. You know, they had to move me out. Oh, yeah. The whole crowd came on the floor. But you know what was more special about that than anything? How strong your mind can be when you want to do something. So people can't make excuses. If you want to do something, you're going to do it. So right now we're talking about the importance of health. Okay? Learning how to feed yourself, self-sufficiency. What are you waiting on? I decided the next week I was going to do that. And guess what? I didn't even think about getting hurt. I'm like, I'm going to do it, and I did it. And that's what everything that I did. When I decide to be and do something, I'm going to do it. And guess what? This is something that's here to help you, not to be famous or great. No, I didn't even, they did, whoever had it on camera had it on camera. It wasn't about, am I going to have this on some footage? When I went back to school, they like, man, you did that. No one ever said nothing to me about nothing like that again. All the haters came to me like, man, you did that. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, yeah, brother. You should have never doubted me. If you doubt me, you might as well out me. Period. If you doubt me, you might as well out me. Don't ever doubt me. Right? Because guess what? You might be fighting against the Most High. So don't doubt each other. Pray for one another. Because these are the times that we're in, and none of us want to do this alone. And we want to do it with people who got strong faith and like mind with each other. Jew and Gentiles alike. So even if you have friends that's good people that's not even in the truth, and you know they're good, godly people, but they don't know everything you know, hey, keep them on your team. Keep them on your team. So let's listen to a person like that on this internet.
To live off chickens and a backyard vegetable garden and perhaps some fruit trees? The answer is a definitive yes.
Fair use.
Even just a few chickens like these guys can produce up to 12 eggs a week. And there's so many things you can do with chicken eggs. Eggs are one of the most nutritious and complete foods there is. Use them in baking, preserve them pickled. There are literally thousands of ways to use eggs. And a patch, the quarter the size of mine, or even smaller, is enough to produce a sustainable amount of food that can be eaten now or preserved for later. Add several fruit trees and berry plants, and depending on your climate, you could have fresh fruit and veg all year round. Let's say that the world suddenly gets hit by an unforeseen catastrophe. It's happened before, world wars, economic collapse. What if oil becomes scarce and ceases production? It wouldn't take long for industry, including big agriculture.
8 years ago, he was talking about this. And here we are.
To grind to a halt. Food prices would skyrocket, resources we take for granted would be limited, and it would be the poor to middle classes clambering for the scraps. Back in the world wars, people returned to the vegetable garden.
Only if you don't prepare to a certain degree. Putting a seed in the ground is very basic, and it's going to take consistency and diligence. If you don't have that in normal life, you're not going to have it when it comes to growing food. You can't grow 1 or 2 lettuce either. We want to get ready to do it on a level where it can feed us and the size family we have. Find a way to do it. Vertical garden up. I used to have a PVC pipe when I stayed on a rooftop with a bunch of holes in. I had lettuce growing all the way up and down. I had a trash can full of lettuce, maximizing my space. You know, you can't, practicing like that is good. So I'm not knocking that. But let's start seeing how we can maximize our space. A little 4-inch PVC with holes all in it. I put those little starters that I started in there all the way down. I had and I would water it from the top with a little tube that was in the middle. And I had lettuce all the way up and down. Fed me for a long time. Kale, all that. It can be done, guys. But you're going to have to practice and see what system works for you. I know a lot of people say, well, what about hydroponics? Will you have the products to be able to keep up with hydroponics in this time? Will you have the system? Can you be able to go buy a lot of these things? You really just need you some dirt and learn how to use what's around you. Because if you can't go buy these things, if you didn't store them up, you got to just be wise about it.
Just out of survival for themselves, but to grow collectively as a community to feed the country in a time of desperate need. The advantage suburbia had back then was the knowledge about growing vegetables and food in general, because many of them were retirees from farms or offspring from farming communities. These days it's different, with most city dwellers and suburbians not having a clue really how to grow food in their own backyards. Some of the children today wouldn't even know what a tomato plant actually looked like. And that shouldn't be the case, because food gardening is really easy to do. I'm completely self-taught. There's lots of resources now,
He's
especially
completely
with
self-taught.
the internet. But gardening and food gardening in particular is intuitive for humans. We intuitively know how to do it. I know you might think that I haven't got a clue if you're a beginner to gardening, but let me assure you that once you start to get the hang of it, you'll pick it up very, very quickly. Sure, over the years, lots of us have outsourced this ability, but we can get it back. Don't you worry about that. And I can tell you, if I can do it, anybody can, because I am no scholar. Let's take the example down to a more realistic home level. What would happen to you and your family if the income levels you were used to suddenly dropped significantly or stopped for whatever reasons, like loss of job, etc.? Best case, most civilized countries have a welfare safety net system, but that's not to a superfood producing, flourishing ecosystem. Let's take the example down to a more realistic home level. What would happen to you and your family if the income levels you were used to suddenly dropped significantly or stopped for whatever reasons, like loss of job, etc.? Best case, most civilized countries have a welfare safety net system, but that's not much if you're servicing a debt such as a home or car. So to keep the bank off your back, even just for a brief time until your situation improves, eating eggs, fruit and veggies from the backyard for a month or two could be the difference between scraping through or losing your home. Now, I'm not making this video to scare the pants off people. Rather, I just wanted to point out the power of the patch and chicken coop, which are so very easy to set up and run. I'm not even pointing out the many other benefits besides the money savings, such as nutritional health, exercise, learning, etc. When I left the workforce back in 2008 to become a home dad, we took a considerable pay drop initially, and we struggled financially for 5 to 6 years. But our veggie garden and hens kept us fed when needed. When we had to be frugal, living off our own property was our main safety net. Our food garden is even better now, and over the last decade or so, we've developed our property into a superfood producing, flourishing ecosystem to the point where I'm confident we could survive off our own food production alone indefinitely. Not that we want to do that, but it's comforting to know that if we had to, we could. I understand not everyone in the world can grow food all year round. It does make you wonder how our ancestors survived in cold or harsh climates. Not really. The answer is simple. They survived because that was the main aim back then, to survive, preserving food and rationing their resources. Indeed, there are people in the world today who are literally fighting for survival. Thankfully, or hopefully, most people watching this video will never need to live through a period.
Sorry guys, I know the sound was low. I had to try to tell my wife to give me some of that good old tea. So as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be giving some of that out tonight for the Bible trivia. So I had to give me some of that good old tea. We almost done though. We're finna go into the Bible trivia, all right? Not much time left. Let's get this.
Whereby daily survival is all we concentrate on. However, that's not to say we shouldn't be somewhat prepared for unexpected hardship relative to our present time. And chickens, plus a decent food garden, will help heaps if the need does arise. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And also comment down in the comments section below the video if you want to continue on with the discussion or bring in your own experience.
Thank you. I forgot what he said. His name was Self-Sufficient Me. I wasn't speaking into the mic. I apologize. I was saying that I need to get me a little tea. I had to tell my wife to get me a little tea. All right. So we're almost done. We're getting ready to get into the Bible trivia. I will be going into you understand. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving away some of this tea. That's what I was saying. I will be going into another topic when it comes to gardening very soon. Some different methods that can help you, because I know some people still are not getting it. They need a little help. Some people don't even like the soil. They don't like to do this. And guess what? That means there's another way for them to do it. It's okay. What you can do, you save more food. So you have something to trade or barter with. So there's a solution to this. There is a solution to people who say, hey, that's just not my thing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just not what I do. You save more than enough for your family, what you like to eat, because you can't just complain and say, hey, I don't like to do nothing, and you don't do anything about it. But that's a great way for you to do what you need to do. Save you some milk powder. And if you're lactose intolerant, save you a little extra vinegar so you can turn it into buttermilk. You know, save you some, you know, eggs, or at least have you some chickens, whatever the case may be. There's a solution for people like you, is what I wanted to put out there. All right. So I am going to go ahead and open up the lines. The call-in number is 512-915 7135. Okay. So I'm going to open up those call-in lines, and we're going to do a little Bible trivia here. And I'm only going to be giving away 3, maximum 4 items today. I do want to give a shout out to my brother and sister from Crazy Corn, Brother Lorenzo and his wife from Crazy Corn, for always gifting us with this beautiful popcorn. It is some of the best popcorn in the world. I'm not gonna lie to you. No chemicals. You remember we used to go to the movies and love a lot of this popcorn, man. And it always stays fresh. I mean, this is the pecan crunch. What's the other one I have? I ate the other one the other day. Deacon Malak be trying to take my popcorn. This is a tuxedo twist. Oh my goodness. Tuxedo twist. We're gonna do it just like this. And if you want to get some of this beautiful stuff, you go to kkgpopcorn.com. Crazycornpopcorn.com. That is gourmet popcorn, obviously. kkgpopcorn.com. Woo wee! I'm gonna have to eat some of that when I watch my little series tonight. But I'm gonna tell you, when you open this stuff, it stays fresh. Mr. Lorenzo, him and his wife can already throw down. I mean, this thing, it got pretzels in this. Listen to the sound on the microphone. That thing is serious. Fresh. I'm glad that tea coming. Lord have mercy. This was some Lion's Brew tea. Oh my goodness. Let me seal it back up nice. And he didn't ask me to do this, man. It's just so good. I mean, you know what I mean? I think he's supposed to send Elder some when he went home. I hope Elder Rawchaa got his. You know, this thing is serious. Let me tell you right now. People be fighting over this popcorn. You got the spicy cheese caramel edition. That's what I'm talking about. Spicy cheese caramel. We say caramel down south. Some people say caramel. It's serious though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is serious. So yeah, if you want to do the Bible trivia, go ahead and dial in 512-915-7135. If not, I'm going to go give you some good food and you know, relax and watch my good old series. You know what I mean? So we will be giving away, you know, tonight we're going to give away this. Beautiful. That beautiful. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I keep this one for myself. You get your own. Beautiful, the Judah hairbrush. Because we got to keep them waves. Right? So we have our first caller. Here we go. We have our first caller. Here we go. Who is calling tonight on G.O.C.C. Media with Elder Rawchaa Gabor?
Shalom, Elder. This is Tyler Stevenson. I'm gonna need a mic, so take it easy on me.
Listen, it don't matter. It don't mean you can't be short with the scriptures. You know what I mean?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't even really know the Bible at all until I started listening to y'all. But I've been listening to y'all for a little while, so I might do okay.
All right. All praises to the Most High. So I'm going to you know, you know how it goes. You got to get 2 out of 3. You got to get 2 out of 3 right. And, you know, I'm going to start with a basic one first. And then I'm going to start with a, you understand, one a little bit, you know, more difficult. And then we're going to have one that's even more difficult than that. All right. So you got to get 2 in a row. So the first one, look, we got other people already calling in, but hold up. Y'all hold y'all horses. Let Mr. Tyler come through. So let me see here. The first question I'm going to ask you, and guess what? You know you're going to be glad if I pick the same question from the last Bible trivia, because I got the same questions because I didn't finish them all. So let's see. The first question, that's too easy for you. Let me see. Who was the father of King Saul? It's a good easy one, but it's not too hard. But it's a little. Who was the father of King Saul? Now you can go to your scriptures. You only got about 30 seconds though.
King Saul. Wasn't that King David?
Who was the father of King Saul?
No, he was the father of Solomon. Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't be embarrassed. Just take your time. You got about 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And
I should know this. I really should know this.
And you can't Google it. You got to open up the physical Bible.
Look, I'm stirring food. I got the phone in one hand and a spatula in another.
All right. You got it.
Because whatever I say is going to be wrong. Go to the next one, man.
Y'all can't put the answers inside the chat. That's cheating. Don't put the answers inside the chat.
I can't see it anyway.
I'm not even worrying about you. I see our people. They just ain't right. Thank you, Elder Elder Rawchaa. Please don't tell the people the answers and mess up the fun, guys. Please don't do that. I know y'all mean well, but please don't do that. You have to call in to get it, please. All right, so we're going to the next question. We're going to the next question.
Make the next one a little easier.
I will. Where was Christ born?
Bethlehem, right?
Huh?
Well, wasn't it Bethlehem?
There you go. Okay, cool. So you got one. Now you got one more. Now the last one got to be a little hard because you didn't get the first one. So
that's okay.
Yeah. So ooh wee.
You made the last one a little too easy, so you can make this one hard.
All right. Let me see. What king was struck with leprosy for trying to burn incense?
Ooh, wasn't that oh man.
You got some time.
Was it Solomon? I mean, I know he did a lot of stuff. Is it Solomon? I'm probably wrong. Am I wrong?
You got 10 more seconds. I can't tell you if it's right or wrong till you confident in your answer.
Was it King Saul? Was it King Saul?
You got to tell me your answer. All right, so you got 5 seconds left. Just say your answer.
I'm gonna go with Saul because I don't know.
Okay, it's all good. It's wrong. It was not Saul. It was King Uzziah. All right. 2 Chronicles 26 and 16 through 21. All right. So thank you, my brother, for calling in. We got to get to the next caller. It's always good to hear from you, my brother. I hope you got it smelling good up in that thing.
I appreciate you taking my call, man. Thank you.
God bless you, my brother. All right. Shalom.
Shalom, brother.
And see, it's good to see for other Edomites or white people in other nations to see we have other nations in our church. Okay, so we are not racist. Oh, who is this calling in from Bryan, Texas? Who is this calling in? Oh, is this let me see here.
Telephone number 979.
I was trying to call you back from Bryan, Texas. You better call in before the next caller. All right. All righty. Come on. We got to get somebody to win. So, my brother Tyler who called in, we appreciate you calling in. Look, Deacon Azaniah, like, who is that? Who finna call in? Is that the young lady who called in last time? You know what I mean? Come on, you got to get a win. Y'all under Deacon Azaniah. He cold with them scriptures, boy. He got the double-edged sword, huh? That the opponent can't afford. All right, so yeah, so if we don't get any more call-ins, we'll just close it out, and we'll do it again next week. It's not a big deal, you know what I mean? Because sometimes people's schedules are different. People may be asleep. It's 8:48 over here. It's 9:48 in you know on the East Coast time. So, like I said, if we don't get enough call-ins tonight, we will do it at the end of the lesson next week. So we got about 3 more minutes before we get another call-in, and you know, like I said, if not, we will reconvene with it next week. All right, and like I said, next week we will be probably going into something about we'll see. Thank you for this beautiful tea. Hey, listen, this is one of the gifts that was going to come through. Ooh, I know the cream is so whipped you can see it coming from the top of the cup. Lord have mercy. Let me show you a little bit of this. Let me see if that camera can. Ooh, do you see that? Do y'all make y'all lions brew like that? It is whipped with the flick of the wrist, creamy like somebody done dropped ice cream or some lawful marshmallows up in it. I mean, they be dropping lawful marshmallows up in it with no pork made in it. Oh my goodness. We got somebody calling in from Chicago. Did they get shy and hang up? Did they get afraid of the duel? I'm calling you back from Chicago. Everybody is afraid to call in. I don't know if I'm going to get the answer right. I don't want to embarrass myself. Oh. We got somebody calling in from Chicago. Did they get shy and hang up? No, I ain't get shy, Elder. Who we got? Turn me off in the background. Who we got?
I'm coming from G.O.C.C. Chicago. Chicago body.
Well, you got to turn me off in the back.
Okay, let me turn you down. I'm gonna give it a try. You finna go. Turn me off in the background.
All right. What's your name?
Jamil Donnie.
Okay, my brother. Are you with our church out there in Chicago?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir,
all right. Well, let's see what you got, my brother. So you got to get 2 out of 3.
Okay.
All right. So my first question is going to be an easy question, and it is: who was the mother of King Solomon?
The mother of King Solomon.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. The mother of King Solomon. The mother of King Solomon.
Don't y'all put it in the chat.
Hold on. The mother of King Solomon. That was what? Bathsheba.
You got it right, my brother. You got it right.
Yes.
Okay. Whoever the caller just was, I will call y'all back. On to the next question. So, the next question is, I gotta have somebody win. So, what real? Okay. What? Okay. What city did Jonah flee towards when running from the Most High? It's not too bad.
What city? Hold on. What city did Jonah flee? Was it Nineveh?
I said, what city did he flee to?
Oh, what city did he flee to? It wasn't because he had to go to. Oh, hold on, wait. What city did Nineveh?
You got about 15 seconds left. Calm down. It's okay. You got it.
What city did
what's his name? What city did I can't pronounce it right?
Try it. It's time. Try it. It's time.
What city did Nova flee to? It wasn't Bathsheba.
All right. The time is up. Okay. You got one more question. Okay. So if you get this one right, you still can win. What is the fourth commandment?
Fourth commandment. That is. The fourth commandment is. Fourth commandment. What is the fourth commandment? Fourth commandment. That is remember the Sabbath day.
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Now, you ain't search on Google, did you?
No, I'm saying going off the head.
All right.
The Sabbath day.
All right. So we got 3 things to give you. I got this beautiful health book by Dr. Jarvis, MD. Some powerful stuff in there. I got a Judah brush, and I got some Lion's Brew tea, a beautiful sample. You got about 2 or 3 servings of Lion's Brew tea in here, and 1 serving will get you about 4 servings. So when you put it in your teapot, you get about 3 servings because that's how thick and dense it is. So which one would you choose, my brother?
You know, I brought the Lion Brews tea, and I added to my coffee, and it's off the chain, so I'm gonna go with that.
You're going with the Lion's Brew tea. So I need you to email me at elderrawchaa@gmail.com with your name and your shipping address, and I'm gonna be sending that to you, my brother.
Okay, shalom.
All right. All right. Shalom. So we got 1 winner, and I'm gonna call who that we gonna call back. Who was that? 610. Got a Lion's Brew tea going out. Bethlehem, PA. Oh, hello. Who we got calling in G.O.C.C. Media?
It's Damaris. I didn't think you was gonna call.
Sister who?
Sister Damaris.
Sister Damaris?
Yes, from the Philadelphia body.
Gotcha. Shalom, my sister. Are you ready?
Shalom. I'm nervous.
Are you ready to eat your spaghetti? Okay. All right. So the first question is, we can't search on Google. You got this. You can open your Bible though. It's cool. I'm gonna start the first question easy. It's just a warm up to get your brain and your blood flowing and pumping. So, all right. Who was the father of Nimrod? Easy money, huh?
Let's say right now. It's my Bible.
You got this. I'm rooting for you.
Oh my gosh.
You got 10 seconds left. You got this. You just nervous.
Noah, right? Was it Noah? Was it Noah? No, it wasn't Noah.
Oh, okay. We got to go to the next question. You didn't get that one. The father of Nimrod, if you can remember, is Cush.
Oh, that's right.
There you go. It's all good. Listen, there you go. I know you knew it, but it's when you're nervous sometimes.
Right.
Yep, it's all good. Okay. No, it's okay. So I'm gonna tell you something. It's crazy how the mind works. You can know something, but when you under pressure, it's like that's what we all gotta learn. You know how to be how to be calm under pressure. So I'm gonna give you another question here. What place did Abraham offer Isaac?
this county over here.
What place did Abraham offer Isaac? I don't know if you remember it from a Bible movie, whatever. But, I mean, you can go in the Bible.
Mount Moriah, was it?
There you go, Mount Moriah.
Mount Moriah, I mean, yes.
Okay. There we go. So we got one right. We got one more, and then you can win a beautiful prize. That wasn't too bad. So let me see here. What book? I'm gonna give you this one. What book contains the blessings and curses?
Oh, is it Deuteronomy? No, is it Deuteronomy or Leviticus? No.
I want you to give me the book and the chapter.
Is it Deuteronomy?
What book contains the blessings and curses? (702). I will call you right back. Area code 702. I'll call you right back. We got about 15 seconds left. What book contains
Deuteronomy? Hold on. It has Deuteronomy. I think it's 11. It's like, come on,
7 seconds.
11. Is it 11? 11 verse. Blessing if you obey the commandments. Commandments. Yeah, 27 and 28. 11 and chapter 11 verses 27 and 28.
No, we were looking for Deuteronomy chapter 28. I'm sorry. It's okay. You was close. So I know you're going to be ready next time. You know what I mean?
I will be.
Thank you so much, my sister. Bless you for calling in tonight. Bless you. Thank you so much. You too. Bless you and your family. Shalom. Okay, we got one more person. 702 area code. 702 area code. Shalom. Who we got calling in tonight in G.O.C.C. Media?
Oh my God, this is Shelly.
This is Shelly.
I really think it would go really good. I'm representing Detroit, right?
That's what I'm talking about. You representing D-Town already. I know Dallas might get mad because they call themselves D-Town too, but Detroit body, that's what we're going to be specific about. Shelly from Detroit. Are you ready?
Kind of, sort of, yeah, because I was calling thinking one of my other sisters, she told me about it, but okay. I'm going to give it what I got.
We got 3 questions, and you got to get 2 out of 3. So we're going to start with a easy question first. And, yeah, you got this. So, who was the father of King David? Very nice and easy for you.
Who was the father of King David? Was it Solomon?
The father of King David.
Oh, the father of King David. Hey. Father of King David. Let me look at my Bible. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Let me.
Yeah, you got about 20 seconds left.
Oh my gosh. I'm looking at my Bible.
Don't worry about it.
Well, they gonna be mad at me.
No, they not.
Yes, they are, because I should know this.
You probably know it. You can't get nervous though. The mind
I'm
is a wonderful
nervous.
thing.
Okay. Then, oh wait a minute. Jesse?
There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get too excited. Oh my God.
So now you gotta get ready again. Here we go.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Because I'm trying to take it easy on my sisters because I know the brother's supposed to be sharper than the sisters. Okay, so let me see here. Let me see. What does the Bible call the sin of using a false balance?
What does the Bible call a sin? That's an abomination of weight to me.
There you go, an abomination.
Come on now, Holy Spirit, working,
hey. Yeah. So you already won. We ain't no need to go to the next question. You already got 2 out of 3.
Oh my gosh, DJ in the house. Oh, I got baptized in Vegas, so I got to give a shout out to Bishop Bakar. But,
there you go. Bishop Bakar, my man too. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Well, you held it down for the D-Town. So let me ask you a question. We got some Lion's Brew free samples here. We have a book by Dr. Jarvis. We got a brush, you know what I mean? You know, that you can give your husband, nephew, son, you know, and it don't got no pig on it, from Bishop Anya. So which one would you want to choose tonight? We got different gifts every night. This is what we chose tonight.
What's the Lion's Brew? What's that?
The Lion's Brew tea. So this is a famous tea from me. I'm sipping it right now. Can't you see? It got marshmallow, heavy whipping cream whipped on top, froth on top. It does so many beautiful things from LionsHomestead.com. I'm telling you right now. You better ask.
And what's the book about?
The book is a beautiful book, man. This book talks a lot about iodine. This book talks about apple vinegar. This is a very, very powerful book, and a lot of people should have it.
Well, you know what? In honor of, in observance of my family there, so we can go and grow and grow together, I'm going to get that book.
I'm going to get you this book. Okay, great.
So I can share it with my sisters and brothers in the body. We can,
Yeah, this is a powerful book. So what I want you to do, I want you to email me at elderrawchaa@gmail.com. And that's Elder AHRAYA @gmail.com.
It's not spelling again. AHRY.
Yeah, no, just listen to me. AHRAYA @gmail.com. I'm gonna need you just to send your name and your shipping address you want to ship to.
Okay.
All right.
Is Elder spelled out, Elder Ryan?
Yeah, just Elder, ELDER. Yes, ma'am.
I got that part. Okay, I'm on it right now.
Yes, ma'am. God bless you. Thank you for calling in tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, congratulations. All right. Shalom. All right. So I wanted one more person to win, but I don't know if I can wait no more for no more calls. So what I'll do next week, I will open it up for one more call next week, because I want to give 3 winners. So since we only gifted 2 winners tonight, I will try to gift at least 1 winner next week. So stay tuned next week. We will be giving out another item next week, because we only got 2 winners this week. I'm going to try to give it a few calls next week so we can get another winner next week. Make sure you subscribe. We will be having things, some key supplements. I just switch it up every time. We got some stuff from Lions Homestead. We got books. And if you have a company out there in the Gathering of Christ Church, or even if you're not with the Gathering of Christ Church and you want to donate, just email me at elderrawchaa@gmail.com. I'll tell you where to send it, and we can give it out to our subscribers here on this show. And that's all I have for you guys tonight. Hopefully you learned. Hopefully the Holy Spirit gave you what you needed tonight. And I hopefully you understood how it was coming out for those who have ears to hear in such a parable type of manner. But it was some powerful information, yet and still, we thank you guys. Peace and blessings to you all right? Like I said, we will not be playing the intro until AC gets that sorted out, all right? So we may have to make a new intro till then, but don't forget to go to historytimes.com.